So the mission boundaries, it covered North Dakota, South Dakota, most of South Dakota, parts of Nebraska, Montana, and Minnesota. And it was a pretty big mission. I think what I heard is the biggest mission in the U.S. And there's probably more cows than there is people, which was kind of exciting because I never really been around ranches or farms or anything like that. So I was excited for this new experience. In North Dakota, there's a lot of Africans, people who came from Africa to live there. And in South Dakota and North Dakota and other states, there's a lot of Native Americans, a lot of reservations. So I've never met that culture before. And so I was excited to kind of go meet those people. Everyone there is super nice. They're very religious. There are so many churches that I've never heard of before. And like their buildings that they have are so pretty and they're so huge. I was so in shock, but I was excited to go and learn and to go and strengthen their faith and strengthen mine and to hopefully share my testimony and maybe having a little effect on them. Hopefully they find the church someday if they hadn't have a chance to yet. I served in Minot, North Dakota, which is up by the Canadian border, and then I went down to Belfouche, South Dakota, and I covered Spearfish, South Dakota too, which is another small city by that. There were 2 small cities in South Dakota, and they were one of my favorites. I can't say that because I love Minot too, and that one's one of my favorite too. I loved both of them. I would totally move back there right now. I've been talking to a few members lately from both of those areas, and I just miss them so much. And I don't think I would have ever have wished to live in North Dakota or South Dakota ever in my life until now, because I've experienced it and I lived there for a little while. So everyone there is very religious. As I said, they have very strong faith strong faith in Jesus Christ or in what they believe in there. And so it was kind of hard to attract and to get in with people just because they believed in what they believed and they didn't want to hear about anything else. A lot of the congregations there talked bad about LDS missionaries and members in the cities that I lived in, at least. But it was kind of hard because they had that perceived notion about us. But once when we got to know them, we got to talk about Jesus Christ with them and their faith. It was so awesome because they just opened right up as we listened to them. There's a temple in the mission, and it's the Bismarck Temple, and it's super pretty and it's super small. And members come they drive 5 hours to go to that temple, and they just show so much dedication to go to the temple, and it's so awesome to have their testimony of the temple. Especially we're so lucky here in Utah to have so many temples around us that we don't really think about the other members and how far they have to drive. I think we kind of take the drive or how close they are to us for granted, which I was thankful to share those moments with them and to drive that long to go to the temple with them to see their dedication for it and their love for the temple and to build my love for the temple too. One of the activities we did in Belfouche, a set of elders came with us and we went to a park. This is the time during Roundup Week there, and Belfouche is really known for their Belfouche Rodeo and Roundup Week. And so we and the 2 elders, we went and had a lemonade stand at a park, and we gave out free lemonade as well as Book of Mormons and pamphlets, and we got to talk to a lot of people if they walked by. So that was such a cool activity that we did, and I think a helpful one to meet people, to get out there and find people.